Welcome to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So far this season we've been to 13 Premier League stadiums, one of which we're returning to today. A couple of weeks ago we came here for an away day for a match in the FA Cup between Spurs, of course, and Burnley. Now, I'm not a Burnley fan, as you can tell by my strong Mancunian accent. Give me some grief in the comments below for being a bit of a Glory fan. But I did promise you in that video that we would be coming back for a stadium tour to fully experience, or to fully have, as it says over there on the sign, the Tottenham Hotspur experience. The stadium's lovely. We did it on match day, but we didn't quite see the fine details. So let's go and check out the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in detail. Let's get on that tour. I'm buzzing. Let's go. So this shop is apparently the biggest in Europe, the world. It's definitely one of the biggest shops in Europe. So many quirky items that you don't get in Old Trafford. We always slag off the Old Trafford club shop. We're going to go on the tour in a moment, but the tour will finish in here. And remember, every time we come to one of these Premier League stadiums, we need to buy one item from the club shop. So I'm going to do that as the tour finishes here. And at the end of the video, I'll show you what we bought from this club shop. Now, it's incredible, this shop, not only because it's huge, but over in the far corner you've got the original Spurs supporters club, the building within the actual shop. Incredible. And you've got another building at the far end. So this is just mind-blowing already before we've even started the tour. So as you can see behind me, this is Warmington House from the outside. Now this is a Grade 2 listed building, so not only have they kept it to restore some of the heritage, obviously this was the supporters club at one point, but they've got to keep it here, and they've incorporated it into the stadium, into the club shop, absolutely beautifully. Just look at the restoration of this building. Now this is such a contrast to when we came down here a couple of weeks ago. The road behind me was closed off because it was obviously match day and very busy. We made our way down this road. I haven't even checked what the road's called, but we made our way down here, and over there in the distance is where I had that burger, and you guys let me know how raw, how uncooked that bacon looked in the burger. Ironically, I did get ill after that burger, didn't I? Last week we watched Manchester United versus Spurs. I was absolutely rough as anything, so maybe keep an eye out on the bacon if you are to buy a burger where I did over here. This must be Park Lane, because we've got the Park Lane car park entrance over there. So it's mad, it goes underneath the stadium, the car park. Little quirky things coming from all angles at this ground. Now over to my right hand side here, I think over here somewhere is where they've maybe got planning permission for a hotel. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So right here, obviously, is where we went in the other week when we did the away day. Now, right in front of me over here is the terraced housing we walked through. We made reference to the fact that it's such a fantastic balance. We keep going on about the new and old contrast here at the new White Hart Lane. Imagine living there with the previous setting, and all of a sudden at your window you're seeing the absolute beast behind you over there. It's fantastic. I think all clubs should take note as to what Tottenham have done. Obviously not all clubs have got the budget to do it, but it is just absolutely fantastic. Little things like the landscaping around the ground just add that little bit of class, that bit of greenery, which obviously as someone who isn't a city boy, I'm not from the countryside, I'm from a small town. I love a bit of greenery. And let's just walk once again down the terraced housing. So as we make our way out of the terraced housing and over towards the main road, you might remember this, you've got the Sainsbury's up this way. Over here I think is where the Tottenham sort of high street, the shops are. We did pop into a pub, Tottenham Hotspur pub on match day. That'll be over there. We're going to finish up back around the other side, which is where the shop is and where we started this little 360. Right here guys, yes, a couple of weeks ago we had a couple of pints right here in the stadium lounge. This is where they had Chaz and Dave playing, and it was nice in there. So I just heard some commotion going on in the background, and we've got some Arsenal fans, is it? Yeah? Who's the best club in North London?
Arsenal, but you know, we're in Tottenham, so...
You're in Tottenham, so you're going to be respectful. Yeah.
And I went to Tottenham school, so I really...
What do you think of that over there then?
The spaceship, it's nice.
The spaceship.
Yeah. Lovely spaceship.
Lovely speaking to you. Take care, have a nice day.
Bye.
Just chatting to the local honeys. Sorry about that, Mal.
Can you hear it? The sound of beating hearts, the roaring of masses. The greats that have laid the foundation, the pioneers of generations past.
Still Ginola! Here is our dealers!
Our home, our fortress.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, it's a self-guided tour. We're going to go on up a level now, but this is, I believe, one of the biggest atriums or something. The guide Steve did just give me a bit of a lowdown as to some of Spurs' history, like the fact that they're the one and only non-league club to win the FA Cup in 1901, I believe. So I do find it a little bit funny when everyone gives Spurs stick for their lack of trophies. We did a St James's Park tour recently in Newcastle, and I think the last time Newcastle won a trophy was 60s. Newcastle have gone a while without winning a trophy, and that's not to knock Newcastle, but the history of Spurs is trophy heavy. I mean, Spurs have won, as you can see down there, Spurs have won loads of trophies over the years. It's just recently their success in terms of trophies has been somewhat limited. Steve, the tour guide, did mention obviously the capsule, the time capsule that's within the ground. Obviously that was put there just as Spurs moved in here. I think they moved in 2019, and obviously that'll be opened up in 50 years time. And remember that Spurs, the last game they played at the old White Hart Lane was against Manchester United, and obviously Spurs won that game, and notably Harry Kane scored and Wayne Rooney scored. So obviously we were here at the Burnley game the other week, over in the corner over there, sat in the away section, the safe standing section, and we made reference to the fact not only is the ground beautiful, but this single tier stand is just absolutely incredible, the way it looks, and obviously the atmosphere in here is really good as well. It seems I think didn't they build it with the kind of atmosphere in mind, just to keep, so obviously
it all stays in.
Yeah. So with the help of the lovely guides who have been incredible, they did recognise us from the Burnley video, so hopefully this video goes down okay. This is the director's box, I believe, as you can tell by the carpet, the posh seats, and obviously an impeccable view of the pitch over there. The guy did mention as well that even the construction of the roof helps with keeping the noise in, keeping the atmosphere loud, especially in the Spurs end. And I think that's something that modern stadiums lack. Like we went to West Ham, obviously that was used for the 2012 Olympics, but this is obviously, even though it's a multi-use facility, everyone knows of the NFL ties. I think you've joined up with Formula One as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
to do the
go next month.
And it starts next month, so this is the perfect balance of a multi-functional facility, but it's perfect for football as well, which we love. I think the capacity could have been more, couldn't it, if you'd have gone further from the pitch?
Yeah,
but
we're as close to the pitch
as you can be. Yeah. So not only is this stadium nice for the way it looks, modern and so on, it's retained some of the heritage of the former White Hart Lane Stadium. I read somewhere that I think they included bricks within the stadium from the old White Hart Lane, some of the rubble, some of the the stones and stuff when they dug up the old White Hart Lane were incorporated in the foundations. And the lovely tour guide did mention that Spurs now have permission, or they've started building the Tottenham Hotel, I believe might be behind this stand over here. So not only when we mention the £1 billion cost, we're not referring to purely the stadium. I think the stadium itself was more like 350 to 400 million, something like that. Obviously it's gone a little bit more over budget, but there's so much more to this area, this location, this facility than just seats and stands and so on. The fact that this has the only, I think it's the one and only, especially in England, dividing pitch that can kind of retract. I think there's an NFL pitch underneath. He didn't want to get on the video, but I'm going to get him on there. What's the capacity again?
62,850.
62,850. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Good
yeah,
to see you.
Brilliant. Thank you. So this is hospitality, is it?
Yeah. James Madison's box is next door.
Ah, James Madison's is next door.
Yeah, on this side. You can look through the window on there. See it, but...
He just gets that to himself and his family.
Yeah.
So behind me over here, you might have seen that little glimpse of the mural, the little painting on the wall. That's James Madison's box behind me. And these comfy seats with a little switch are heated. And this is a view you'll experience. So obviously, hospitality area. That was the press area in front of us as well. Everything's so nice, being a modern stadium. Nice wine cellar, wine cooler. It's mad how many of these Spurs tour guys are recognising me off the back of that last video. I know it did quite well, but what a privilege this is. Everyone has been so friendly, no issues with filming. Normally when we go to club shops and stuff, there's an issue with filming, but not here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. How's the Wolves fan enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good. Impressed, Dave.
Yeah, what about the Villa fan?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
great. Really enjoying it.
Pretty awesome, to be fair.
I'm a little bit shocked to see an Arsenal shirt. When we did the Crystal Palace Stadium tour, the Brighton shirt was in the bin. That's how Crystal Palace welcome their rivals, but no discrimination against the red side of North London. Oh, Bournemouth, we'll be going there tomorrow to watch the FA Cup game against Swansea and do a bit of a tour around the Vitality Stadium. Dave's nicking the Wolves shirt. It's probably the cheapest looking shirt on the wall, Dave, is it? Oh, hang on. If you hadn't guessed, there's no one around and it's a bit of a free-for-all. This is the away changing room, of course. When we do these stadium tours, normally the away changing room's a bit rubbish compared to the home changing room, but this is quite nice, isn't it? It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing wrong with this changing room. Facilities, little islands, like kitchen islands. This has been sectioned off, but we can't do a showers count. When we went to Goodison, there was like 6 showers in the whole away changing room. But this is ample. I mean, you've got the high school PE benches that you'd sort of get when you were in school, but it looks nice. Nothing wrong with it in here. By the way, if you are enjoying the video, we do all kinds of stadium tours of current modern stadiums like this one, but also of former football grounds. Now, we recently went to the G-Tech Community Stadium, did a tour there, but we also visited the former home of Brentford, Griffin Park. So after this video, check out the other stadium tours. Let's go and check out the home dressing room. Let's go. I'm sat in Son's seat. This is where he would get changed, sit here on match day. It's a really nice dressing room. It's kind of as you'd expect from home dressing room. Plush, LED lights, and it looks like a couple of players over here, Sarr and Basuma, have got the emergency chairs. They've been banished. They've got their own little section over there. All the other players over here. But yeah, Sarr and Basuma look like they're in the cupboard. Just to confirm, thanks to the kind lady over here, she just let us know that these two haven't been banished from the cupboard. They're in the AFCON at the moment, the African Cup of Nations, so they're not trying to make them sit in here and close the door. So we can't go over there, but I'm guessing there's more than 6 showers in the Spurs shower room, changing room. And obviously James Maddison, very handsome chap, gets to sort his hair out over here, gets to blow dry his hair. They've even got a little pool. I'm guessing this is some kind of plunge pool, maybe it's an ice bath, I don't know, but facilities are obviously, I keep saying the word obviously fantastic. Hang on, the Wolves fans got an important fact for us here. What was that, Dave?
Very important fact is that Spurs beat Wolves in UEFA Cup 1972.
It says it on here.
And it said that Wolves were robbed.
Alan Mullery. Didn't he have a little bit of beef with Terry Venables? Was that when they were managers?
I'm not sure. I know. No ropes. No. Oh, they've got the scaffold into the front of them. They're repairing the famous
Cock. Health and safety has changed a little bit since 1934. You can see the boys here handling the cock. Shows how times have changed over the years. I swear that's a cigarette he's smoking. So as my mum said, you can see the old White Hart Lane, you can see that ground in the current ground. I know again they used things from the old White Hart Lane in the building of this, but that's what's so great about the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Not only is it modern and state of the art, it also manages to cling on to some of that history, some of that heritage of the club. So similar to Man City, they've got a tunnel club whereby people that are paying for like hospitality and stuff, they get to see the players line up here and head out onto the pitch through the tunnel over there. Let's go and walk through the tunnel.
And it's Harv, how are you, son? Alright, you? Yeah, all good.
It's pleasant, isn't it? Imagine Renee's on that day.
I know.
Yes, yeah, we've...
Ask you a question.
Yeah, you can ask me a question.
These Ineos seats, are they being ripped out because of Jim Radcliffe at United? As he said, I want to get any reminiscence of Ineos. So yeah, my mate over there in the sunglasses, indeed, clarified, kind of. Oh. So Jim Radcliffe is ripping these seats out. He's had enough.
It's amazing. Against Man United.
Mum reckons she sounds like a farmer. Compared to me, you sound well spoken. NFL locker room. Obviously the NFL plays a huge part here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's the home of the NFL in the UK, and as you can see they've got their own locker rooms similar to West Ham in the London Stadium. That was the home of Major League Baseball. But look at this, all for the NFL.
Hello, mate. Chucking him out now. Right, next door.
Looks like the VAR setup,
That's not the video.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a TV broadcaster.
Right guys, so we've just finished up here at the cafe. What a fantastic tour that was. It's my first self-guided tour. We've not yet done the Arsenal tour. I might well do that on Friday. But obviously you don't need me to tell you what an incredible stadium this is. Remember though, at the start of the video I mentioned that when we visit each and every one of these 20 Premier League stadiums, we have to buy at least one item from the club shop. We've already been in there. It obviously is a fantastic shop. I'd obviously more than one item I want to buy from the shop. But we're going to finish up in the shop, and when we get back to the car I will show you exactly what we've bought from the club shop. Right, so we're going to finish this video up with showing you, even though you can already see through the see-through bag, what we got from the club shop. Now normally we buy one item, I loved it that much, I bought 3. Now firstly, from a man cave, which we're going to refurbish very soon. We did a feature on my friend Gaz's man cave recently. Hopefully we can match the standard of his. We've got a Norwich, what do you call those? Bar mats. We've got a bar mat. Can I just say as well that the Spurs bags are probably the worst out of all the Premier League clubs. You've got one handle. To go with the bar theme, we've got a bottle opener, because Melissa seems to have thrown away mine for no reason. And because we love Corinthians, Pro Stars, Big Heads, we've got the newest incarnation, Soccer Stars. I thought it would be fitting that we got Son, because Son scored the very first goal right there at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So it seemed fitting. I thoroughly enjoyed the video. It's been a pleasure sharing it with the Wolves fan and the Villa fan. We've got loads more stadium tours coming up. As you can see next to me right now, we've got a full playlist of football stadium tours. We also visit old abandoned football stadiums as well. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in that next video.